So before we start, I have to make sure this records this time, because I don't know. Raise your hand if you were here for episode 50. And one? Okay, plenty.
Yeah, that shit did not record.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard the recorded episode 50, but we get back to my house. We're high off the night before, and we get there.
Off of the night before.
Wait, just the night before? Yeah, just the night before.
Yeah. Okay.
Or the morning of. And we plug the SD card in the computer, and we're just like, fuck. Yeah. Oh no, it was the worst feeling. Like my heart fell out of my asshole.
It was like that slow, like, fuck.
Yeah. So we recorded the 50th episode, and we just recounted the night, and it's just not the same. But thank you guys so much for braving the elements coming out tonight.
The elements.
It's just cold, right?
Yeah.
It's just weirdly cold.
The Oklahoma elements of, hey, it could be freezing weather, or it could be 98 degrees. We don't know. It's Oklahoma.
It's not bad. But thank you guys for braving the elements to come out.
It's better than shitty.
A little bit better than shitty. It's cold. And I remember when I was a kid, and not to be that old man, but I am 37 years old.
That's old.
I stood at the bus stop freezing my dick off every morning in the wintertime.
Those little windbreaker pants.
Oh, dude, I had the matching windbreaker sets. My grandma, God rest her soul, I was head to toe in the windbreaker sets for like 5th to 7th grade.
Okay, are we talking like the windbreaker, like, there's windbreakers that are popular now amongst kids, but the windbreaker that I'm thinking of has like that cotton lining on the inside that just, makes you just sweat balls.
And when you're coming of age and you're growing and expanding and getting hairier and stinking for the first time.
Right.
And I'm sure we all know that people, there's still people I know like this, but wear the deodorant. Like, I'm kind of a hippie. I don't wear antiperspirant, but I'm not a stink boy. I am normal. And did you ever have to have the talk with the kid in your class? Like, bro,
the stinky kid in class?
Let me show you something. Like, check this out.
No, but in gym class, I did see the stinky kid get beat up quite a bit. I was innocent bystander.
How you stink so bad you get beat up, dude?
I probably should have said
People
something.
that stink so bad they get beat up.
Hey,
That's fucked.
raise your hand if you were the stinky kid. Anybody?
No one's gonna raise their hand.
There you go.
Okay, never mind.
We got one.
Wait, I just talked into my beer. What the fuck? It is way too early for that. I've only had one.
We are recording, right?
Okay, hold on. 10 minutes in, we're recording.
Nope.
I was just like, I was... What the fuck? I was not the stinky kid. I did make fun of the stinky kid. I made fun of a lot of kids when I was a kid.
You were a bully.
I wasn't a bully.
Okay, were you like a third-tier bully? Like, you weren't like the big dog and you weren't his henchman. You were the other... Or were you like the guy that comes in like the third act?
Dude, I feel like he was secret bully. You know, like there's the asshole. There's like the dude who fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And you hate him.
Yeah.
Right? And then Robbie would sneak in and like he'd be the fucking guy that's like, someone's about to sit down. And he's just like, it pulls the seat out.
The
and
last
the dude
minute
falls
shove. I was not the bully. I was not the second bully. I was not the third bully. I was far enough away to where I never got my ass kicked.
Okay.
That's good.
I got bullied when I got a little older. One time.
Yeah.
Were you ever bullied?
Oh,
you guys?
fuck yeah, I was bullied.
I got your hand if you were bullied and
Yeah.
wow.
Tons of people.
Oh,
We all were.
I feel terrible now.
Yeah. So wait. So you were the Billy Zane of Biff Tannen's squad.
More or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a visual mental image of
So
that.
we're gonna fast forward to high school here.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a kid in our class. We called him Poopy Pants.
Did he poop his pants?
Poop is there was poop.
Okay.
I don't know.
It may or may not have been in britches.
It wasn't cut off.
Okay.
There were remnants. Trinklets, if you will.
Okay.
His ass was sweaty all the time.
So he came to my house, and he was growing. He was in those wind pants, He came to my house a lot after school, and we hung out and played guitar and smoked the butt end of cigarettes.
Snipes.
Yeah. We'd go snipe hunting. My sister grew up playing softball, and me and Kent would go to softball practice with her, and we would take a little Altoids box and go snipe hunting. And not your dad's snipe hunting or your uncle's snipe hunting.
Yeah.
But, dude, the best, because they were the longest, and that lipstick on the end. That's how I got into cross-dressing, actually. So we would go snipe hunting, and we would fill the Altoids box, and then we had this little cache, this little
Your little
treasure box.
Your stash.
Yeah. And so we would go outside and smoke cigarettes, fourths of cigarettes. And so fast forward a couple weeks, and I'm in my room playing guitar, and
That sweet Terminator by Sensonics.
Yeah, I went through the PV combo.
Nice.
That you would get the Y cable and run the vocals through as well.
Sure.
And I started smelling this weird smell in my room. And see, this was an old tube amplifier that vacuum tubes heated up to power the amp, and those vacuum tubes would get really hot. So I smelled something which smelled like cooked shit, basically. And I turned my amp around, and there was a pair of boxer shorts stuck in the back of my amp. And I pulled them out, and it just looked like a map of Florida on the back of them. It was so bad.
That's rough.
So I took those to school the next day. I put them in a Ziploc bag. I took them to school. I had to maintain the freshness.
Mulder and Scully? Like,
They had to be like, I didn't want to tamper with the evidence.
Did
So I
you
put them-
pick them up with tongs and put them in the
just
Ziploc
roll in
bag?
the person's face and go, I knew it was you.
No. This was part of a long troll.
This is an investigation.
So we go to school the next day, and this is okay. We were about 16 because I guess he had a car, and it was one of those old like Oldsmobile Cutlass that the license plate folded down in the back where you'd put the gas in.
Yes.
And so I pulled his license plate down, and I folded his underwear over the back of the license plate. And we used to do this thing at school called Pimpin' the Parking Lot, where we would just ride around the parking lot and play our stereos loud and smoke our Virginia Slims, like normal, 16-year-old boys.
Like
and
you do.
He was pimping the parking lot with these shit undies on the back of his car
Oh my god.
all day.
Okay, so we're getting the last half. I'm not getting the critical moment. How did you know it was this person's boxers, and how did they get into said amplifier?
Well, when you're young, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a young boy, I saw my friends in their underwear all the time.
Sure.
Like, that's what we did. We
Yeah.
just walked around with our little tents
Hey,
and,
show each other your
kissed
boxers. Like,
and,
hey,
all
check
kinds
out
of
these
stuff.
sweet-ass Joe boxers.
Yeah, they were his. I
Okay.
know.
Okay.
And he did this, and then he found them, and he got super pissed, as one would if we were literally airing their dirty laundry all over the school campus.
Yeah, but he left his dirty laundry in your room, which I don't know why he's taking his underwear off in your room.
Yeah.
Like, I stayed the night at plenty of my friend's house, and I didn't fucking drop trowel.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yet.
Or you bring or you bring an extra pair and you pop your shit. He should have thrown them away.
Okay,
but he
was
could have put them in
was
his
he an
backpack.
overnight guest?
All the time.
Okay,
all
so
the time.
then he would have brought an extra pair of undies. Yeah, you put on that other pair of undies, you roll up the other ones, and you throw them in the main garbage, not the kitchen trash.
You take them to the street. You take them to the fucking street.
No, fuck that. You go to the woods, and you put them right next to the
you
woods
bury
part.
that shit. Dude,
Burn that shit. You're not gonna put it in that thing that you know you're gonna use.
Well, okay, let me ask you guys this.
He tried to punk you, and you were like, hell no, I'm putting these in your car, my guy. Like, what the fuck?
Let me ask you this. So, do you think he did that and wanted me to find them? Or do you think he was just like panicking and like, where's the most obvious place I can put them?
Why would he? The obvious place is the fucking trash can outside.
I'm really hoping it's column B, but the horny side of me kind of hopes for column A. Like, maybe he's like, hey, maybe if he sees
Do I
these,
make you horny?
Maybe. So I had
maybe he
to
did a
use
little bit
this
of pen
play.
play.
So he got so mad at me, and he came up and he like, who did this? And man, I played it fucking cool. But hold on though, here's the fucked up
He
part.
had to know that was.
He knew, but when you're in that situation, you can't call me out for your shitty
Right,
undies.
because he's making it seem to others that these are my shitty underwear.
Totally.
And look at you going,
Don't fucking say anything.
Little did he know that his name was
just
Sharpie
praying
on the
that
back.
you don't call him out. In
His
front of
mom
everybody.
like embroidered his name in the back.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
of course you know
poopy
it's
pants.
Yeah, poopy pants.
Yeah, it was a weird situation. I don't know, but I think about bullying now, and I know bullying is real. But even when I was bullied in high school, fast forward 2 years, it wasn't that bad. I've always kind of been a smooth talker, so I've talked my way out of some ass beatings in my life.
Sure.
Have you?
I can see that. Yes.
Really?
100%. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I've talked myself out of ass beatings. However, one distinct bully memory comes to mind because I lost all of my friends to one thing. Morning time, buses drop you off.
It's either a
You're
really
hanging out
bad thing
before
or
the
shitty
school
friend.
starts. People are playing their morning hacky sack. And my bully comes by with his henchman. And his henchman...
Always the henchman.
Yeah, well, the bully's like this tall, and the henchman's like 18 in like 7th grade for some
You're
fucking reason.
describing A Christmas Story right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
And
just
this,
for the record.
This bully says something to me, and I'm like, dude, fuck off. And his henchman just slaps me in the face. And I look at him like, dude. And then no more friends after that. And then I hear, he slapped you, dude. You got slapped. Like, that's why I got slapped? That's pretty bad.
No, I'd rather be punched than slapped.
Punch me. Give me a bloody nose. And don't just like foppishly slap me and then walk away.
Was it the front or the back of the hand?
It might as well have been a glove.
Because the back is a little more... The back is a little more badass.
No, it's
like
there's
like
bone.
a pimp
That's
slap.
gonna hurt, but that's...
Hold on. So, what did he do prior? Like, what were his bully steps before he just slapped your ass and then
No.
walked the fuck away?
But like I said, there was the bully who was the little kid. He was the krang inside the big body of the bully.
Right.
So the actual bully was just this, meh, I'm gonna be a little piece of shit. And I'm
Right.
like, dude, fuck you, I'll take you out. But you got this big fucking dude, he's your guy.
Oh, so the
I
guy
talk shit
was
to
a
him,
muscle,
and the bully
yeah.
just without even thinking. Again, krang to body, the guy just goes, huh? And that was it. I'm like, dude.
You're just standing there, no friends now,
Yeah, no friends.
because some big ass dude slapped you.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. You got shitty friends.
So when
Tell me about it.
fucking sucks.
or
dude.
none. So when the slap happened, I'm gonna do it this way. So
yeah.
when the slap happened, what went through your mind?
Well, have you ever been slapped?
Yes, just once or twice in
Okay.
my life I've been slapped by a girl, not a guy.
Yeah,
when
same.
you get slapped, it happens in slow motion. You can see every what was that Sherlock Holmes where he breaks down everything that happens.
Right.
So it's like the fist is coming at this degree angle. It's gonna hit at such like you're like fuck. I'm getting slapped, and then and then when it hits, there's the initial burn of the hit, and then this soul burn of fuck, I just got slapped, and then the residual burn of fuck,
And then the burn to your ego for
yeah,
years and years after that.
Why don't my friend just go and just walk away, and then they become his lackeys. All my friends become that dude's lackeys.
Wait, they converted over a slap?
Yeah, they converted. They became the Billy Zane and the other dudes in the back of his.
Jesus
Belvedere.
Christ.
Let me tell you, you should have hung
You
his
lost
undies on a
everything, dude.
license plate, dude.
See, I never did anything like that. I did have a friendly back and forth, I wouldn't call it bullying, between a friend. He put a bean burrito in my glove box of the bitchin' Mustang that I had. So I got really pissed and took that burrito out, and then I just smeared the entire burrito on the windshield of his Geo Metro. That was my retaliation.
I don't know what's worse,
Having
to
a
be
Geo
honest.
Metro or getting a burrito smashed on your car.
Well, my thought was, okay, this is just friendly. Dude, we're going toe to toe, whatever. You just put a burrito in my glove box. Honestly, I could probably just eat that.
Right. It's cooked now.
It depends on the time of the year. Because
Right, I
there's
mean-
really two. There's dead of winter
Sure.
Which then you could just go home and microwave.
Yeah,
it.
just microwave that right up.
and the dog days of summer. Because
Yeah,
it just
right.
stays warm.
Then you can just eat it then.
Yeah.
But I could tell that he just got it that day at lunch. It still had the warmth of like, he got it 3 hours ago.
What if you mixed it up with my friend's underwear?
Then you get a school lunch.
There, yeah. Oklahoma education, am I right, guys? Topical.
Yeah, speaking of, I wanted to keep it light tonight, but I can't not talk about the teacher education strike for funding for schools.
Right.
We went to school, Josh and I went to school in Choctaw, which is a suburb of Midwest City, east of here. You went there, didn't you?
A suburb of a suburb?
You went there. There's a few people that went to Choctaw. You went there?
Burbs are tight.
What?
What?
Do we have a heckler?
Maybe.
Heckle me so bad I couldn't hit my drop here. Hold on.
There you go.
Well, I think it's just
So
Matt. I think
let's
it's
give
just
it up
Matt
for
Jewett.
Forrest Gump, a haircut in the back over here. I'm just going to heckle back just a little bit. Now, he was the victim of a terrible haircut. Our friend and former Boys alum, Jake Morrissey, fixed him right up in the best
care of
way possible.
It really fits Matt though.
He tried hard. So, back to the bullies. Okay, or no, back to the teachers. I'm being a bully.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's kind of like what James talked about when he started out. Like, I care. You know, I was once a child. Believe it or not, I care about children. Kind of, just one, but just a couple. Two children I care about. Period.
I feel like that's what it is. Like,
Period.
Yeah.
How you feel about children is directly correlated to how many are in your personal area.
Two.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's all I got room for.
I have a niece and a nephew that I see occasionally. And
you love them.
Those are the only kids I give a shit about. Until another group of kids, that sounds real gross. Until another child comes, and there's no way to say this without
Josh, you
sounding
really
bad.
gotta stop, dude. You do it every
I'm gonna
time.
back away. I'm just gonna homer in the bushes.
We had a meeting before the show tonight, and you said you were going to back off the sexual talk, and here we are.
And here we are.
No, but going back to what James said, it's like, I care. I went to school. Our school was shitty back then. I could not imagine how terrible it is now and what dire straits these kids are in now. But
What diarrheas and boxers in the back of 88 Deltas.
But I'm not going to do anything at all. Kind of like the other day, I'm going down to any store I'm going to make up off the top of my head, and I'm coming home, and
The general store.
the general store. Yeah, we're in the 1800s. I hopped in my covered wagon, made my way back to the farmstead.
Get to pick up provisions at the shoppy.
That's like either 1800s or right now,
Yeah,
right? I went to the mercantile. Anyways. So I'm on my way home, and it's two lanes on each side of the street, and I'm in the left lane because that's the way I live. They call me left lane Robbie.
Like in the fast lane.
Yeah. So I'm in the left lane. I'm cruising home because I gotta log into World of Warcraft. Like, it is important. Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Thank you, Taylor.
probably at the
Thank you.
house waiting
Like,
for
are
you to
you
get there.
turtle heading for some World of Warcraft? Like, I gotta do it now.
Oh, I was like nursing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hunter, Night Elf Hunter. Yeah, thank you. So
clap for your... Okay.
No, I'm
that's
kidding.
the biggest applause we got tonight. 2 for World of Warcraft. I can't fuck with the classics. So I'm driving home. I'm in the left-hand lane, and I notice the traffic in the right-hand lane is really, really backed up. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? I gotta get home. I gotta log in. And we pull up, and I make my way around, and there's a jewel blue Kia Soul in the right-hand lane. And I roll by, and it's a car stop. There's no hazard lights on, and I'm rolling by, and I'm about to give this person the biggest fuck you look ever. Like, what are you? No signal?
Because you created a color in your head? Jewel
Of the
blue?
person or car?
Jewel
Oh,
blue?
no, just the car, jewel blue. You know, like
That's a color? Am I wrong? A jewel blue?
raise your
Everybody
hand
has
if you've
the-
ever heard of jewel blue.
No, you made it up.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. So I'm fucking derailed here. Okay, so I go around and I'm about to give this person I gotta be an Azeroth now, right now.
Windows rolling down.
No, I'm not a bully. Like, I'm a puss, man.
So
I'm not
you're
gonna actually
pissed,
say
but you're not even gonna roll
anything.
the window down and be a man about it?
No, my windows are dark, dude.
Right.
So I can scoff in the comfort of my little egg-shaped car. So I roll by, and I'm about to give this person the go to hell look only I can see.
Right.
And I roll by, and this person, I'm going to do my best impression of the person in the driver's seat. The same blue color as the car. Raise your hand if you've ever seen a dead body. I'm not talking about your great aunt. I'm
are you
talking about like a
fucking
dead
serious?
fucking body. Wow, that's a lot
Yeah.
of people. This is the best group of hand
So
grenades
the
we've ever
car
heard.
was in motion.
They've seen some shit. No. Dead stop, middle of the road.
Literally.
Dead person in the car.
That's so
So,
metal.
okay, so
dude.
how does that make you feel that like you're building this whole like fake World of Warcraft? I'm gonna go do this. Like,
You were pissed at a dead person for fucking being dead. Like, you're in my way and
Dude,
dead.
I think you just elevated from Billy Zane to Biff Tannen, my friend.
I'll tell you how it made me feel.
Those are the only two names I know because I don't know any other actors who were the bullies in his.
I haven't seen any movies, so we're on the same page.
True.
I'll tell you how it made me feel. Why did you buy a Kia Soul?
Wow. So there's a corpse in a car, and your mind just goes to, why a Kia?
Going back to the teacher thing, it's like, so what would your first instinct be if you saw a dead body in a car on a Friday afternoon on the side of the road? Would you do the heroic thing and jump out and maybe see if they're okay?
Well, they're dead. Just call the cops.
Call the cops just keep anonymous.
Keep driving home. Hey, so there's a fucking dead person. Like, go pick him up.
Didn't even
I'm
do
not fucking
that.
with this, dude.
Wait.
Did you shit your undies and then put them in the back of the Kia Soul?
You just saw a dead person who was like,
add a little insult to like permanent injury.
I straight up floored it.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I don't have time for this. I have to be home in my comfort zone.
I just found it. You know what? I just thought of something. It's a dead body and the car's called a soul.
oh shit.
That's one of the reasons I love you. All right.
Wow.
Would you have done anything though? Like, would you have stopped?
No.
Honestly.
Honestly, I'd call the cops, dude. Someone died.
What are the cops gonna do? He's dead.
Pick his ass up, dude. You just can't leave dead people on the street.
Yeah.
This world would be anarchy if there's just dead people on the street.
Right.
This isn't about Mad Max. You're not Tom Hardy, dude. You call the cops, man.
I get the reference. That's good.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
good one.
Been playing a lot of that. It's free. It's free.
Have you ever seen a dead body? Not in a casket.
That almost sounds really fucked up. No, I haven't.
Josh,
I haven't.
dead body. Seen
in
one?
the mirror every day.
What?
No, I haven't. No.
It was fucked up, and that kind of ties into the teacher thing. It's like, I should have cared. I should have stopped. But what do? I mean, there's really nothing you can. I'm not going to resurrect him and sure. So
you're not
how to
having
make better automobile purchasing
Yeah, you're gonna
decisions.
wait till you get
like
home.
teachers striking for like education money.
More or less.
It's kind of the same thing. I can
No,
see where
not
you're
at all.
going. You can find it. It's somewhere in there.
All right, so we have giveaways over here. You buy a drink, you drop a ticket. We have tons.
Speaking of dead,
This podcast. All right, the shortest live
so
podcast
yeah, we have a bunch of
ever.
giveaways. If you go to the bar, get a beverage, you get a ticket. Put that ticket in a jar that corresponds to the thing that you want. There's at least, actually, no, there's exactly 9 things over there. We've got an Anthem assortment, an Anthem growler that you can fill at the tap room. A bitch and dad hat, I hear. Those are really cool now. You get a dad hat, some pint glass of stickers, Mule Press Anchor Down, $25 gift cards to each of those places. We've got Bombs Away's got some 3 t-shirts and a print. The t-shirts are size medium, so...
Cool.
I'm sure you can exchange them.
I wore something real nice tonight.
Yeah, where did you get that? Where'd you pick that up?
I've had it, dude.
From how long?
It came with the box set. When
It came with the fleshlight, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
He got the fleshlight DVD T-shirt combo. It was tight.
That's expensive. Is it Blu-ray?
It was really weird.
I get it. Yeah, good one. Yeah. Go. Continue.
Anyways, there's more stuff. So we got a boys bundle of all of our shit. No one gives a shit. 2 tickets to Smoky Popes right here at the Speakeasy. Red City Radio Minutes to Far tickets at the tower down the street. We've got a pepper grinder if you really enjoy grinding pepper. Or other things.
I love pepper.
There's so many people here that have like,
dude, people
coarse ground salt.
fucking love grinding pepper.
I know,
apparently.
dude.
It's
fucking
extremely
nuts.
popular.
It's almost like they're not gonna. You guys are gonna use it for pepper, right?
Yeah.
All right, just checking.
It's what it's intended for, dude.
Right.
I don't do anything illegal.
Oh,
With a flat black pepper grinder. Oh sure.
Emblazoned with the boys logo.
You're not doing anything appropriate with flat black anything.
No.
We're just tight.
Fat Bison cutting board. Fat Bison in the house. Fat Bison Goodwood. Good dude. If you listen to the podcast, we always talk about how sexy the man is right over there. He's super sexy. Keeley limited edition boys. Super fat mud Germanium pedal. I have a feeling a lot of tickets are going to go in that one.
So
Just match you it. Stop talking!
Y'all want to take care of this so we can move on? Security. All right. Thank you. So yeah, again, thank you guys for coming out tonight. We have some more shit to talk about. What's on your mind, Josh? I feel it's funny because I wanted to do this one a little more low key, like a podcast, but I feel like I'm talking at the beautiful people here, and I feel like we should be talking to each other.
Well, they came here, they're here. They braved the extreme weather to get here.
They snapped the snow tires on their Kia Soul like it's a Lego.
You snap them on?
Yeah, just snap them on. Strap
Here's
them
the
on.
thing. I've always thought about like snow chains on tires. Like that would be really practical. It just seems like one more thing to put on your. How the fuck am I gonna do it? Do you do it before? Do you prep like days before it snows? This is you could just put them on when it's snowing.
I feel like it's like Mad Max.
Yeah.
There's only so much snow you can chain through, and then there's just gonna be sparks. It's just gonna be terrible. I don't know. I've never done it. We don't have that bad of weather here.
I don't know.
Anybody use snow chains in here?
Raise your hand if you have snow chains on your car.
Not a single person.
Shut the fuck up,
You know,
Matt.
Matt, I think. I know someone who's gonna get boxers full of shit on the car.
Again.
Robbie, I want to. So, what is your beef with Kia Souls? Because your car is like
No, my car is worse.
I was gonna say your car is like a 1 foot
Kia Soul.
Yeah, your car is a 1 foot stretch from being a Kia Soul.
Because anytime you see a Kia Soul or a Scion XB,
Someone's fucking dead inside.
it's on the second level at the mall, and it's covered in Doctor Who decals.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I know where they work. I know they work here.
Oh, please tell me the dead guy in the Soul, he had this car, my other car is a TARDIS.
That'd be
No.
so fucking funny, dude. Because he's not coming back, dude.
What should be my other car is a coffin now.
I wish I had a button to push for that, but I don't. Yeah.
There's nothing to push for that.
I did not prepare for the morbid nature of this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
well,
You just burned a dead guy.
So a lot's happened this last week, guys. What's going on?
A lot? Really?
I feel like I talked a lot. I'm gonna throw it to. By the way, let's give it up for Dylan Eubanks, newest member of Boy. This is his debut banks here at the 51st Street Speakeasy.
Wow. It's good to be here.
How's it going? How's it feel to be on the stage with these two beautiful, very heterosexual men?
I've been on stage with him before several times, but it's cool to be here with you.
Well, now I'm feeling left out.
Well, I mean,
it's the floor. It's not really.
yeah, it's not really.
Stage.
We just have tall chairs.
It gives the appearance of being higher than.
It's tight. I'm so glad we don't have to use those chairs because I'm short as fuck, and I had to literally just like
You should like Gimli your way.
No. I was just like, man, I don't want to look like a child in front of everyone, so I don't have to. It's tight. We got
a bearded child.
a bearded child.
You would be an ugly baby,
Dude,
A terrible,
you know what's weird?
unfortunate son,
Dude, I was cute as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't always looked like this. Like, really? No.
I picture you, dropping out of your mother.
Wow.
Full beard.
Yeah.
This like a mushroom. I'm on the hair thing tonight. Sorry, man. But it's a good mushroom. I love mushrooms. I love them.
I fucking hate mushrooms. I hate them, dude. I hate them so much. But I mean, that's nice.
Well, I'm going bald, so we're fine.
Dude, I've got it. Man, so the other day, I pulled back my hair in a ponytail and I found out that I have a wicked widow's peak. Not pumped about it. Yeah. Not at all. Because my dad is bald as fuck.
Yeah, so here's what you do. It's like when you go to a doctor and you're like, hey man, it hurts when I do this, and he says, don't do that. Just don't ever fucking put your hair in a ponytail. Why? Okay, why would you put your hair in a ponytail? For what reason?
It was a wedding.
Was it a Steven Seagal like lookalike contest?
It was a Steven Seagal wedding. Josh, that's what I fucking went and did.
I was gonna say he was about to suck some dick. Don't we all?
Gotta tie it back.
Put your hair in a ponytail?
Don't. Well, it makes it easier.
I've never sucked a dick. I don't know. I don't know what makes it easier. I've never sucked a dick yet, so I don't know.
Stealing my thunder. Hey, Josh, how are you?
I'm great. My week has been weird. It's been a week, but the past few weeks I've been noticing a lot of. You guys, we're all on social media, right? We're living beings on this fucking planet. Motivational memes and videos. You guys been seeing those? A lot of that shit.
So bad.
Can I give an example?
Well, it all started. There's usually like some music playing in the background, and it's just some dude who's usually in a palatial mansion or like driving in a Ferrari, and he's always like, you know what I mean? All you gotta do, you gotta quit that shitty job that you have, and you just gotta follow your passion and drop all your loser friends. Like, oh, it's that easy? I just quit my job and I just do whatever I'm passionate about? I'm gonna make millions of dollars? It's easy to say that when you're driving a goddamn Ferrari.
No, is this DJ? I'm sure, mate. DJ Khaled? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
I was about to say Khalid. DJ Khalid?
DJ Khalid.
Donna Joe Khalid. Was it him?
No, it was some other older, very rich man. I see that shit all the time, or like the memes that are it's like, follow your passion. But dude, you can't. Which, if we're all really honest with ourselves, you're not going to be what you thought you were going to be. You can be just a little bit of what you want.
And I'm happy with that. Like, yeah. I am happy with where I'm at. Like, I made my way proudly to the middle, and that's where I'm staying.
That's the thing. Okay, so
right, come on. Like,
that's why you reach high. Yeah. We've got to stop telling our kids, like, you could be an astronaut. You could be... No, dude. You can be, like, these 8 things and maybe.
Yeah, but you can't... When your baby slides out... You can't...
When that mushroom head...
You can't look that baby in the face and be like... Nope.
Maybe
hey,
you should,
that astronaut, you're gonna smoke a menthol cigarette once and your lungs are gonna explode when you go into space. Check, not doing that.
Not doing that.
It's gonna be all right. You know,
yeah.
Like you can't tell them that. You can't tell them that. You're gonna break their little hearts.
C average. There's nothing wrong with being C average.
I loved C's
in life. Just do what you. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna end up in a Kia Soul.
Hold on. 39 minutes in, Josh is getting existential. Put that on your calendar.
Let's just get real. I mean, eventually it all ends in darkness and you're alone.
Robbie, you talked about death first.
Dead in a Kia Soul on the side of the road.
and no one's calling the cops.
I gotta go play WoW! And that's the last thing you see as the light from your eyes flees and you're like, please help, no.
He sees through I hope the last thing they saw was through your super heavily tinted windows and you're just like, fuck you. And they're like, and then he's fucking on forever.
Letting out his death rattle, just like,
yeah, dude.
That's heaven to me. You know, when we were kids, they were like, I grew up in church, as you did.
Of course.
Most of us probably did, being from Oklahoma. And I remember my youth pastor being like, what do you love to do? What do you love to do? And I was like, I love to ride my bicycle. And he was like, well, guess what? When you go to heaven, you can ride your bicycle all day and you'll never get tired. And I was like, yeah, but I'm a bad person and I'm going to grow up to be a worse person. So unless they make flame retardant bicycle tires, I am fucked. Like,
let's play, I guess, God advocate instead of devil. You do go to heaven, and you're going to ride your bike forever. Eventually, you'll be like, this fucking sucks. And you ditch that BMX, and you just walk away.
Dude, I'm busy in an orgy in hell right now.
Yeah,
like, I would much rather do that than go to heaven. See you in hell, all right?
Even when I was younger, when they were like, yeah, you get to live forever, I was like, that sounds boring as fuck after a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After a while, you've done
Dude,
all
I'm
of it.
36 years old, and I'm already like,
really? Yeah. Next. What the fuck
I got
is
at least
what
maybe
else?
40 more, 50 if I'm good?
Yeah. And
no.
It's just like when you get older, I feel like it's just finding more things to get bored of.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
like,
gonna
cool, I guess
say-
I'm going to take this up for like 5 years and then be like, cool, did that.
I'm gonna be honest. So I'm 37 now, and
Right.
I love to feel like I have to say that I love life. But I wake up in the morning sometimes and I'm like, fuck, again?
Yeah.
Like, I have to shout, man, it takes so long, and I'm pruny, and I stuff. The older I really, like...
Then you live your life, and it's in the day, like, I'm doing this for 8 hours, and that's fine. And then you get over like, okay, cool, so then I eat dinner, then I go to bed, and then it's again? That's it? Every day? Cool.
Dude,
life is great.
You know what's funny? You know how earlier you and I were talking?
I love life, guys, though, for real.
Yeah. You and I were talking, we were at the house talking about, and I was like, man, I wish I cared less. I wish I could do these things like this. Okay, guys, real quick. There was this dude at Fuzzy's Tacos the other day. He handed me my tacos like a fucking adult does. And that guy
So this is just like a generic taco place?
Nope. No, Fuzzy's. You've been to Fuzzy's. This guy.
Oh, sorry, I'm deaf in my radio. I didn't hear you say Fuzzy's. All I heard was
Fuzzy.
Oh, taco.
Taco. No.
Okay.
Fuzzy's Tacos.
Yeah.
So
that was your first mistake.
I walk up to order. I don't even get tacos. I get a fucking quesadilla. So I go up to this dude, and you guys have seen Post Malone, right? Yeah. This dude was like,
right.
he was my age, 25, and he looked just like Post Malone, and I was like, what the how do you look like that? He just didn't give a fuck. He had 20 rings on.
And I was with you. Every ring.
He had turquoise
You're
rings.
in the food service industry and you're
This
wearing...
dude,
He's
this
working
guy
the counter.
gave-
He's working the counter. He's fine.
Oh, he's not back. He's not.
No,
Dude,
no.
dude, I imagine.
This
I
guy
know.
ran out of fucks years ago. That's how he has all those rings. It's nuts.
I feel like he was working in the kitchen and he just refused to take gloves off, his rings off. Like, you gotta wear gloves.
No,
Fuck
dude.
that, dude. I'm not taking this shit off.
But
If he put gloves
He's a
on,
registered mob.
he would just be like hulking through those gloves,
yeah,
like
he would look
hardcore.
It's like just O.J. Simpson, just like...
Yeah, no. And it was like
Not happening.
This dude's style, it wasn't like, I wasn't like jealous of his style. I wasn't like, oh, God, that guy looks so cool. I was like, dude,
But
you
he
don't-
works at...
I was like, you don't give a fuck. And that's rad. I wish I gave less fucks, and I want to so bad. But you know what I did today? I took a shower. I did my hair.
You forgot your deodorant.
I forgot my deodorant. You know what I did? I had my boy's girl get my fucking deodorant to bring it up here. That's how much I care. And I wish I didn't. I got someone to bring me deodorant that was on my floor. What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. You don't have a deodorant shelf?
I don't. No. I'm sure.
What's wrong with you, dude?
I don't. Why do you need a deodorant shelf? It's just around. I keep it in my purse all the time. My man purse I got from work. It's fucking dope. I have it in. I have deodorant at work. I have deodorant in my bag, and I took that shit out of my bag and left it.
So you have a deodorant for every stage of your life?
I don't want to smell like shit.
Like, well, you never know.
Like I don't want to smell
But your
bad.
home deodorant, you said, was, just so we're clear, on the floor.
I was cleaning my room. It was a mess. I was throwing things
Sure,
around.
sure,
you know
sure,
when
sure,
you
sure.
clean your room
Yeah.
and it gets messy, then clean? No?
Yeah.
That's what happens with me.
Wait, hold on. That's what happens
get
when
it?
you clean?
Yeah.
Weird.
So, well, you've seen my room. It looks like shit all the time. I clean my room today. And so I was like, yeah, it looks like shit. It looks more like shit.
Like, it ends up
And now
looking
it's
worse
clean.
than before you cleaned it?
But now it looks fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, the deodorant was on the floor, yeah. So, but I had someone bring it to me, so that's how I care, you know. I say all this to say that I can't buy a ring yet for myself.
Well, and this 22-year-old was spending his hard-earned shrimp taco money on these beautiful turquoise rings.
Shrimp
So good.
And he had this long, beautiful hair. He had the Post Malone mustache.
He had boots on.
Dude, he
like
had
nice
some...
boots
He was
on.
rocking boots at a torch. Or
Like,
no,
he
not even a
had
torch.
more
He's a
boots
fuzzy
than
torch.
these.
I can understand.
Like,
That's money.
I was like, bro, how are you looking like this? Go play a guitar, all right? Like, he seemed like the kind of guy who, like, bought a guitar once and was like, I'm going to do the whole thing. You know?
And hold on.
I'm all in.
Steven Tyler, I'm going to look like that, but I'm going to work at Fuzzy Tacos.
You gotta pay rent, right?
Yeah.
Fuzzies.
Yeah,
Way to go.
that's why he works at Fuzzy's.
You
To
gotta
pay
buy
rent.
rings.
He
Those
uses
rings
that
aren't
taco
buying
money,
themselves.
dude. He uses Fuzzies for the rent and the guitar for the rings.
Right.
He's fucking nailing
You're
it right
writing
now.
Post Malone lyrics right now, I'm
it's
pretty
tight,
sure.
dude. He's got it going, dude.
I don't even know how Fuzz. I'm assuming it's some
Buzz
sort of-
Malone? Is that what
Fuzz
you're
Malone.
about to say right
his
now?
name.
No, I was
We
trying-
gotta
I
go
was
back.
trying to-
We gotta tell him, dude.
I was
Fuzz
trying
Malone.
to mimic Post Malone, but here's how out of touch I am. I couldn't begin to even impersonate.
Give me a Post Malone right
What
now.
was the line you said? Fuzzies for the rent, guitar for the rings.
Fuzzies for the rings.
Here's my
I'm
Post
sorry.
Malone.
Fuzzies for the rent, guitar for the rings.
Fuzzies for the rent, guitar for the rings.
That was more like John Lennon than Post Malone. What the fuck, dude?
Fuzzies for the rings. Guitar for the no.
I have no idea.
Fuzzies for the rent. Fuzzies for the rent. Guitar
Regardless,
for the rings.
I've always, speaking of rings and high fashion like that, I've always like
rings are
really wanted to be like give me shit. Steven Tyler, early days there, it was too late for him by this time. Like the Play, Pink, all that shit.
Yeah.
Rings and all. I was like, that looks kind of cool, man. Never could pull it off. Why? Because you look like a fucking idiot. Because you're not Steven fucking Tyler. Dude, you're working at Fuzzies behind the counter.
No, okay.
Your name is Dave.
That
Your
guy-
band plays... What, twice a month?
He looked cool though. He was rocking it, dude.
He looked way cooler than we did.
You know what's?
And if you went to the parking lot, he was driving a Kia Soul with a fucking My Other Car as a TARDIS.
Yep. It's gonna be great.
But I
don't-
like a Fender decal on the back
I don't
of it or
think we're
something.
gonna look back in history and see John Lennon being like, "I was working at a Fuzzy's Tacos when the song "Love Me Do" came through my head."
That's true.
Not gonna happen.
Never.
Like he bought the van way early. Way early. And that's where these beautiful songs are born that we remember from these times in our life growing up that really strike a chord with this.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
know you know about this.
Oh, songs that like have a thing? For sure.
He's pulling out his phone. This has got to be
I
serious.
put it on the list. Sorry. You keep talking.
While you're looking that up, can I one last thing?
Dude, you do it.
You know that guy hasn't had those rings his whole life, right? Like he's got a friend that he's known since he was like 10.
Do you think he's got a turquoise buddy?
No, dude. What if like, okay, you and I have talked about it, but like, what if like we'd known each other for a really long time, like years and years and years, and then I show up one day, I come home, and I have one big ass turquoise ring on. What do? Do you talk to your friend like you're like? Hey,
Wait,
do you ignore it? You're
So
like,
is it like an alcoholic or like a drug addict? Like
it's like
it's a stepping stone. It's not a problem now, but it's gonna be.
You
Then
don't
it's gonna be
say-
scarves.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be eyeliner. And what's next?
You don't say anything on the first ring. You're like, okay, I'll let
it slide.
George have the first big ass turquoise ring. I'll let you have it. I won't say shit. 2 months later, George comes in, second one. You're like, okay,
We got a problem.
bro, you're wearing rings now? Like you're just picking this?
Multiple.
You bought 2 turquoise rings? We gotta talk to you. You gotta sit down. You gotta sit down.
Well, hold on. Is there a moment where you're like, okay, he's got his third ring. We gotta talk
That's
about
what
these
I'm
rings.
saying.
It's like
That's what I'm
bitching.
saying.
You call his parents, you call his girlfriend. Everyone gets in a room in his studio apartment because that's all they can afford because he's working at Fuzzy's Tacos.
Oh, for sure.
He's blowing his money on turquoise.
Yeah, well, it's all turquoise rings, dude.
It's all
That's
turquoise,
90% of his income is going to rings. He's like months past due with the electric company. Like, he's not paying that shit.
So wait, he's sitting in the dark, just like looking at his rings.
Oh yeah, it's
For
candlelit.
sure.
But he excuses it by saying that candlelit is better ambiance for
Which
the
is
house.
bullshit. You're just poor,
Artiste.
dude.
You're just broke.
Like,
And I order out Postmates because I can't cook anything because
I
I
get
don't
it.
fucking electricity. Shout out Postmates.
So about these songs, Josh, you know what songs
so
we're talking
I
about?
remember the song. So you remember that song Higher Love?
How's it go?
Bring me a higher love.
that one?
So that song has like a distinct. Anytime I hear it on a radio or in my vicinity, if I'm walking through a store, usually in a store when you hear Higher Love.
Kohl's,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It
TJ
brings
Maxx.
back a distinct
Definitely.
memory of being okay. So I grew up a military kid, Air Force. It wasn't anything cool. So we lived on an Air Force base.
It's
And
fucking airplanes, dude. That's tight as fuck. What are you talking about?
there were 2 pools on this Air Force base.
okay.
I'm just gonna browse right over that.
Okay.
One because I didn't hear what you
I'm
said.
sorry, airplanes aren't cool. Whatever.
Airplanes are fucking rad.
All right, just so we're at agreement.
Let
so
me
we're
know
in agreement.
airplanes are rad. There are 2 pools in this Air Force base.
Yep.
One is like the bitchin' pool. It's got like a high dive. It's really cool. The other one is called the Izzard pool. It's where all the poor kids went.
The Izzard pool?
Izzard, I-Z-A-R-D.
That sounds like
I guess it was probably named after somebody.
It sounds like a hole full of mud.
It pretty much was.
Oh, okay.
So you go to this
Tight.
thing and you have to walk through it was my first time ever being in like a joint shower locker room area where there were just dudes.
And not the last, yeah.
Just nude dudes. And then you walk out of that because you're supposed to shower before you get in the pool, right? And then you walk out, and the first thing you hear, I'm like, just boom boxes everywhere, and it's hearing Higher Love on it because everyone's listening to the same radio station. So it's like, make me a high, hey, make me a high love, whoa. I'm gonna get on the high dive. It's like there's like hot 80s chicks on like those those long.
Oh yeah, the mom tanning
those, like,
chairs. Yeah,
those guys.
the clickers. Yeah,
they click up and they click down. Like higher love for me. I just get this smell of like chlorine and then tropic sun. That's it.
Such a horny smell, dude.
Oh, it's a very
my
horny
favorite smell.
Chlorine and tropic sun?
God, I just remember walking.
Nothing makes my dick harder than chlorine and tropic sun.
Dude, it's a magical.
Make sure you isolate that.
It's a magical concoction. I remember walking around just tenting my swim trunks, dude. Copper tone, copper tone and chlorine. I fucking love it.
Copper tone and chlorine sounds like a song that should exist. You know?
By Fuzz Malone.
Fuzz Malone. Fuck it, yeah, dude.
There's a song that I have too.
What's that?
So when I was young, again, going back to being in school, I had this older friend. We're gonna call him Kenny. I have a theme here tonight. We're gonna call him Kenny.
Okay.
And he had a 2 Live Crew cassette tape.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Oh, dude, and so I was raised very sheltered. Like
Can I
was
ask you a
raised.
question? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Was Kenny a white kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had a 2 Live Crew tape.
Okay.
And he came over and he played it for me. And I remember we like snuck into my room. Because dad could not hear this. I mean, parental advisory at all, yeah. And there was a song called 1 and 1. And he played this for me. And my young virgin brain never heard this before. And it goes, I'm going to recite some of it. So it's like, it's very...
Perform it. Please perform it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
It sounds like baby music. It's like ding, 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 ding with a beat behind it.
Sure.
And it's like 1 and 1, we're having some fun in the bedroom all day. 2 and 2, I took off my shoes. 3 and 3, she undressed me. Then it makes a huge jump. And again, I'm like...
That's innocent.
I'm like 12? No,
Yeah.
I'm like 9 at the time. 4 and 4, we fucked on the floor. And this is the first time I heard this word in my life.
That escalates so fast.
Okay, and so, again, tented.
How many
ready to
numbers
go.
are supposed to be in this song?
What's that?
How many numbers are supposed to be in this song?
10. 1 to 10, dude. It's like Sesame Street.
So
Okay.
the first 3.
I feel like I gotta learn numbers
We're just
faster.
hanging out, having a good time.
It's what I would do
Right.
at your house.
Where does that? Yeah. Undressing. Leaving your boxers in an
Leaving
amplifier.
your dirty drawers and
I don't know what.
your friend's amplifier.
And then you just jack it up like, and then we fuck.
No, hold on. It gets worse. It gets worse. So we have 4 and 4, fucked on the floor,
Yeah.
mind blown.
Yeah. On the floor. Who knew you could do that?
I didn't know what fucking was at the time.
No.
Also, wait, and so you said you're... How old are you?
I said 9, then I said 12. I'm gonna say like 10.
10.
So
Yeah.
you're 10,
Happy
right?
meeting.
You hear "fuck on the floor" and you're like, you know that, dude, that's not love. And then you're like, dude, they're banging on the floor. That's just
You
fucking,
fuck
dude.
somebody you love in your marital bed, and only there
Only
is
there.
missionary.
When you fuck on the
That's
floor,
it.
that is a sin. God will smite you. What the
You
hell?
fuck once when you're married. You have 12 kids. They're fucking on the floor, dude. What is
You
this?
push the beds together at night when you want to have coitus.
Whoopee.
There's
Whoopee.
no room because everybody's Willy Wonka grandparents in the bed, head to toe. There's no room. You gotta fuck on the floor.
Yeah, dude.
5 and 5. Okay, this is the one that really threw me.
Yeah.
5 and 5. I pulled up her thighs.
Okay.
Now, in
Now
retrospect,
you're stepping backwards. You just said you're fucking on the floor.
Now
Now
I'm
you're
a-
moving the thighs to see what's up.
I'm
right?
a little more
don't know.
experienced
I
now
don't
than I
know.
was when I was 10. So
Right.
I kind of get it in
Yeah.
retrospect.
Yeah. Okay.
6 and 6, she sucked my dick.
Oh, great.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
All right, 7 and 7. Okay, now we're going back to nursery rhyme. 7 and 7, we went to heaven. Sure you did.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what, you just buy a Kia Soul?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is
Okay.
What are you playing World of Warcraft?
I'm almost done, guys, and we're going to wrap up, and we're going to give away that shit. So, 8 to 8. Okay, again, another loop. We masturbated. Yeah. But why would you jerk off
never hold
if you're
on.
fucking?
Too lucky.
Hold on, babe. I gotta jerk off. Hold on. Like, I have to.
Look, we're fucking on the floor. I got skinned ass knees. I'm not coming. Let me just
I'm
work
just
it
gonna
out
come over here and
myself.
finish myself
Yeah,
off.
I'm just
like,
gonna
in
walk
this.
over
It's
in
fine.
the corner.
Judging by the lyrical content of this 2 Live Crew song, and we all know 2 Live Crew was very controversial.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're jerking off in the corner, dude. Of course. Fucking.
They're fucking on floors.
This song seems like it was written by like an 8-year-old kid who's never seen a girl naked.
Oh, yeah.
You're
If
going
I-
backwards
backwards. Like,
Dude, if
way
I heard
backwards.
an 8-year-old say "fuck" on the floor, I'll slap him in the face.
You're
dude.
fucking on the floor and then we masturbate?
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Who has ever been like, hey, this sex is fucking hot. You know what we should do? Stop doing that and just jerk off.
Yeah. Let me lift your thighs and jerk off in the corner. What the fuck?
What is that? Where to go from there? What's 9?
This so
it up.
what's next song? What is it? What's the next
Well, next
one?
number.
No, it goes to 10. We got 2 more, bro.
I know.
I'm gonna wrap it up real soon. Okay, I thought that this was a millennial thing, but looking back, I was like, holy shit. 9 and 9, she licked my ass.
That isn't a rhyme!
No, but
No, you gotta put it in. You gotta put it in.
Okay, dudes were getting their asses licked in the 80s?
Oh.
I had no idea. I thought
Sweaty fat burger ass.
Dude, I can't.
gangster rap ass getting eaten, dude.
Dude, I
So
can't.
awesome.
Just baby powder and like dicky pants and nut sweat.
I feel like
dripping on an ass.
40 sweat ass
I
eating,
feel
dude.
like dudes in the
So
80s
dope.
had hairier assholes than you do now. I bet it's just
Oh, they were trimming.
you had to get one of those fine tooth combs and just skirt before you can
party.
see.
Like fucking alfalfa.
Yeah,
Little
dude.
rascal
Skirt,
just
skirt.
part.
You if you know you're gonna be there for a while, you get some gel. Yeah, dude.
Put a
It's
little
super
juke, a little
gross.
dep on that.
That's fucked up. That
Now,
doesn't
what's
even
10?
rhyme.
We're doing it again.
Just repeat.
Wow.
Totally.
That upsets me
Totally.
that 9 had no rhyme scheme. You could have
No,
easily
he just
went
won't- he just-
9 V60. No, I mean you can't. At least you're rhyming 9 with 9. It's a rhyme.
No, he just totally wanted to brag about getting his ass eaten in the 80s. That's all there was to that.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, and I got my ass.
And can you blame him? Can you blame the guy?
No.
That Luke's. Did he get his ass eaten?
All the time.
In the 70s?
No, the 80s when he was rapping to be like her.
Luke.
I get it. You know, on that note, we're going to end. We're going to do the giveaways right after this. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We really,
Thanks, guys.
really appreciate you guys. We'll do it again in 15.